Welcome to Paleobites, the podcast that puts the hysteric in prehistoric. My name's Matthew Dolan, and each week I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts talk about and rate a genus of prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week we're joined by the world's leading expert on something, I'm sure.
Right? The
Lawrence Mack.
The taste of brownies, I don't know.
Oh, what kind of brownies?
Right? So we're in Colorado. I mean, obviously. They are,
some damn good brownies,
right.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Damn good brownies,
right.
man.
To the FBI who's listening, I'm not partaking.
Oh, it's legal here. Who cares?
Right?
Or, wait, is that instance particularly legal? Can you make... let's not get into it.
I think because if you go into like a federal building, you can't have it with you or anything. Because then you can be arrested and charged because it's not legal federally. Yet.
Dang, I was gonna go to a party with these at the U.S. Mint, the Denver
right?
Mint.
Yeah, see, that place is bumping, yo.
Yeah, like...
probably because they sneak in all the weed.
Exactly. Yep, it is another season of Paleobites, except it's not really a season. There's no season. I don't know why I said.
I mean, is it more like thyme, rosemary, oregano?
I like seasoning, yeah.
I watch Great British Baking. Have you ever seen Great British Baking Show?
No.
No, it's on Netflix. It is the most wholesome show.
Aww.
Like, it's a competition baking show, but everybody just helps each other, and they're so nice to each other.
Are they like little old ladies, like grandmas cooking or something?
No, like they have young people. They have kids in high school. They do have a lot of older people.
Is it like an aquatic?
Most of the time, the older people are not very good. Some of them make it kind of far, but
right.
It's cute.
That sounds nice.
I
like
wholesome show. It is absolutely enjoyable.
Oh, that sounds boring. I want some dinosaurs tearing each other up. No,
right. But because they're all British, obviously, British baking show. Some of the words they pronounce oregano instead of oregano. Oregano.
It's like from Oregon.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Is this dinosaur from Oregon? Does that tie in?
Yeah, I'm sure there's one. I don't know.
Right?
I can't think of it off the top.
Boom! I made a connection.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, here's the question I'm going to ask you, though, at the beginning of today's show. If you could improve any movie or TV show with a dinosaur, which one would you throw in?
Ooh, it's tough because most of the time my answer would be Star Trek, but there's already a dinosaur in Star Trek. I'm trying to mention that at some point.
Well, maybe you can do like a different episode.
Right, just a different episode. Oh, that is a good question. Maybe... I have a little thought into.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do Star Trek all the time.
Yeah.
I'll go to Stargate.
Have a Stargate? Okay.
I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, so maybe I'm jumping the gun and there's going to be dinosaurs or something.
I mean, there's like Thor, who's like an alien.
Right,
in that.
Exactly.
So...
They have all these ancient religions and things in there, so, maybe at some point they'll go up and back and there'll be a dinosaur race. Because they had the ancients. Maybe the ancients were dinosaurs.
Maybe.
I don't know. If you've seen the show, no spoilers. I'm working on it. I'm getting there.
I'm going to say Downtown Abbey. Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. I haven't seen it. I've heard it's good.
I haven't seen it either, but it looks boring and all stuffy and pretentious. So throw a T-Rex in there.
My mom had me watch a show once. It was called...
I'm sure the show's really good. I've heard it's really good.
Last Stop to Candleford.
Okay.
It was some really weird like Hallmark Channel show or something, and it looks very similar to Downton Abbey. I'm sure it's... Downton Abbey is better, but...
I've heard Downton Abbey's really good, so I shouldn't rubbish on it too much. But from the little that I look about it, I'm like, throw a T-Rex in there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It made it so much more fun.
Yeah, to have it stomp through the Abbey.
Right, exactly. Terra Nova. If they put a dinosaur in Terra Nova...
Oh, that's interesting. Or Jurassic Park.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That would have just improved it so much better.
Oh, yeah. That's what that movie really needed.
Zootopia.
Zootopia should have a dinosaur in it. Yeah. Why are they all mammals? There's not even any birds in that movie. It's all mammals.
Right? So there's some discrimination going on.
Yeah.
That's the discrimination we should be going after.
Yeah, it's not predators and prey. It's dinosaurs and mammals.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Gotta start a petition.
Right. Well, this week we're talking about a dinosaur that probably not a lot of people have heard of, and I only just learned of it recently. It is short-necked pan is what it means. Brachytrachelopan.
Brachytrachelopan.
It's Trachelopan. Sorry, not Trechelopan. I did say Trechelopan, but I meant Trachelopan.
Of course, my first thought is Star Trek. I wonder if it's in Star Trek.
Star Trechelopan.
Star Trechelopan. That's kind of cool. Like, it just kind of like rolls off the tongue. I like Brachytrachelopan.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's named short like Pan. Pan is the Greek god of shepherds and the wild. So
okay.
I don't know why they named it that. It was not found in Greece.
I mean, did they find it near the oven instead?
Found it near a sheep flock? I don't know. It is a Dicryosaurid sauropod? Dicryosaurid sauropod? Dicryo? I don't know.
Something.
You ever heard of a Margosaurus? The long neck with the big spines on its neck?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the same family as that.
Oh, really? Okay. That's, they don't look anywhere close.
No, exactly.
It's like the black sheep of the family kind of going.
Oh, that's why it's named after God of Shepherds, right?
See, there we go. Boom,
yeah.
We figured it
Yeah.
out.
It's a small one, especially for a long neck. I mean, it's not. I guess it's still pretty big. I wouldn't. It's
right,
33 to 37 feet long, which
right.
I guess is still. It's like the size of a bus.
Relatively, you know. I was gonna say relatively, but
relatively is equals MC squared.
Yeah.
10 to 11 meters long. Yeah, it was 5 to 10 tons. So I guess it's so small. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tiny. I mean, like. You know, I could pick that up probably with my left hand.
Don't make sure you don't ride it, because you'll crush it, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, you don't ride a dog, right? You wouldn't want to ride this thing.
Yeah.
Obvi.
Well, I meant just you in particular.
Well, yeah, obviously just me. I mean, you know, I wouldn't even ride an elephant, poor elephant, you know.
It's all in good jest. We love each other, guys. I can say it because I'm his good friend.
Right.
It is an herbivore. It lived in the Late Jurassic, 160 to 150 million years ago. Found in Argentina. Was described in 2005. Pop culture appearances, none I could find, but it's probably in Jurassic World, the game.
Yep. Surprise.
Everything's in that game.
Yep. Is my mom in that game then?
Yeah, she's right there with the T-Rexes.
Oh, okay. Okay, right. I think she lived next door to one, so
okay.
I thought they're at least making it accurate.
I mean, just like they're like, hey, look at you, we're family, you and I.
Right? Yeah, and if she listens to this podcast, I'm probably a dead man. Luckily, I'm not sure she knows what a podcast is.
Oh, okay.
So I do have that advantage.
Okay, well, I have noticed when seeing your mom that she has very, very tiny arms.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually a really weird joke because they make that joke about my aunt all the time. My sister. See,
there's relatives.
You know, we'd be at Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, and she'd be like, "Can you pass the salt?" And the salt's right in front of her. She's like, "I can't reach it."
Nice. Okay, well, speaking of things that are short and small,
me? Oh, the opposite of me. Never mind.
Okay, so do you ever feel like you're lacking in the necessary equipment?
All the time.
Do you ever perhaps feel inadequate in one way or another? Perhaps due to a specific lacking in the length of a certain part of your body?
You know, I always found that my pinky finger was pretty short.
Yeah.
You know what they say about pinky fingers.
That's true.
You know.
My feet are really big. You ever notice that?
No, I try to avoid that.
Anyways, if you do feel this way, then you can relate to Brachytrachelopan, the most anatomically deficient of the sauropod dinosaurs.
Just some prehistoric Viagra.
That's what it needs, right? Like, you know how the sauropods are informally called long necks, right?
Right.
Well, tell that to this poor sucker, as it has by far the shortest neck relative to its body of any sauropod dinosaur, about 40% shorter than other dicrayosauropod.
Oh my goodness! What a poor thing.
What a loser, I say.
But did it just live in the cold or something? It just kind of shrunk.
I was in Argentina in a time when it was really nice and warm. So.
Well, you know, Argentina's kind of close-ish to Brazil, and you're just talking about Santana raptor.
Oh yeah.
You know, and how
I mean,
cold
in the last episode you're on, yeah.
Yeah.
Except I don't know when these are all.
Right. This is probably gonna come out before that.
There's probably plenty of episodes between this one, that one, and that one. Some of them with you in it. So.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out.
We did just record the Santana raptor one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it kind of fits. Yeah. It could be cold down there. I mean, it was attached to Antarctica. You never know.
I mean, yeah, right. I don't know. I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't
exactly.
Know. But I just like to imagine, like, if you give it Viagra, its neck just, like, starts stretching. Just like, yay!
Just get it some extends, and all of a sudden, Boom, has the largest neck of any long-necked
And
dinosaur.
they're like, wow, you look excited.
Right.
That's...
Wow, is this 65 million years ago, or are you just excited to see me?
It's more like 69 million years ago.
Right,
I'm sorry. Again, I meant this show to be kind of family friendly.
But you just put like an explicit in front of it.
See, I'm trying to avoid that. We're not saying any words. We're not making any
Right.
explicit references.
Yeah,
We're just making innuendos. So
if it's that bad, they shouldn't necessarily know what numbers mean. So
right, I guess that's true.
If they do, then they're already gone.
One last joke. So this is that's the secret behind Mamenchisaurus, though. It's not that it has it took a lot of someone sprinkled a little bit of Viagra in its psychads.
Now I just picture that meme of God up there making all the different creatures, sprinkle in a little bit of this, sprinkle in a little bit of this, put all the Viagra in the Mamenchisaurus thing, and then all of a sudden it comes to Brachytrachelopan, and we're like, oh,
I've run out. Yeah.
Do you have any extends? Oh, that hasn't been invented yet.
Okay.
Well, there's just kind of a short neck. There we go.
I did see a joke in this. Actually, no, I'm gonna stop. Actually, I was gonna make a joke. Okay, fine. Anyways, the reason for this short neck has been a mild topic of debate among scientists.
Mild. So there's only been a few people murdered.
Yeah, just a few. But the ones that did the killing, though, they felt like the existence of this dinosaur insulted them because
They're like, it's too relatable.
Yeah, it's like, and then people are like, do you relate to this? And like, no, I didn't. Shut up.
Feel like people were like, you think you have those things where you relate yourself to a specific breed of dog or something.
Oh yeah.
They're doing this with dinosaurs, and so there's like, I know I'm gonna relate Bill to.
Which is kind of funny because compared to other dinosaurs, it did still have a long neck. It just had a short neck for a long neck dinosaur.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like compared to a T-Rex, this thing is like whoa, like swag.
Right. All the lady dinosaurs were still pretty impressed, but
yeah,
there was some competition up there.
Then the Argentinosaurus walks by and like, show off.
Like, get a room.
Of course, Argentinosaurus was a lot later, even though it was in the same place, but that was in the Cretaceous. This is in Late Jurassic. Alright, anyways.
Maybe the Argentinosaurus was just Brachytrachelopan after Extends was invented.
That's true. It had the proper medical care it needed.
Right, yes. It got some test results. It got some treatment. It's all good.
Although, of course, to avoid long-term injury, they really should seek immediate medical help if they're that way for more than 4 hours. So, if they have Argentinosaurus for more than 4 hours.
I think that was more than 4 hours.
Yeah. That's why they went extinct.
That's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Yeah. The doctors were like, you know what? Let's just wipe them out. There's too many people. Yep. Too many dinosaurs with this problem.
What have I done with this? Talking about this dinosaur. All right. Anyways. So, it's been a mild debate among scientists what the short neck is for, but it seems to have filled a similar niche to the iguanodontids as a low-feeding browser.
Okay.
So, like a browse from the trees, but not the tall trees.
Okay. So is that going to be like Internet Explorer, low-feeding browser?
Yeah.
Which is really slow?
Nice.
I have thrown my pun somewhere.
Of course, it's good to have a joke in here that's not, the other subject matter.
Exactly. It's not a bad joke. It's just a.
I mean, it's still a bad joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
Puns are all bad jokes.
They're all. Meanwhile, alright, so, an interesting thing to note is that the early iguanodontids had spread around a lot of the world around this time with a variety of species, including Camptosaurus and Euteodon, but they did not live in Argentina at this time. But meanwhile, Brachytrachelopan and its relatives spread mildly across the southern continent of Gondwana, which I mentioned last episode you're on, includes, South America, then Africa, and India, and so on. But they were never where there were any iguanodontids. So this suggests what the two were what's called ecological analogs of each other.
Interesting.
So that's neat. Like, it's good to see Brachytrachelopan being fulfilling at something.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's about time, I say.
There's a use for it. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the length that counts, it's how you use it, right?
Right, exactly. For every, can't fit a circle into a square hole or vice versa or whatever. And, there's always the right person or dinosaur for you. It's gonna accept you for who you are.
It's nice. They should start a club.
Maybe you had a great personality.
Yeah. There's more to them than this. You just need to look past that.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably all nice dinosaurs. Nice dinosaurs finish last.
Sorry, we shouldn't pick on this poor guy. It's just cruel. But seriously, get a longer neck.
Right? I mean, they have procedures for that, right?
It's true.
Plastic surgery.
Alright, so for your younger listeners who have no idea what we're talking about, what we're referencing... No, I'm just kidding. It's not like they don't know. Anyway.
No, they know.
Alright, so we're going to rate this 1 out of 65 million.
Oh, ooh.
And you should... Make sure not to give to me points out of sorrow, though.
So
don't give me...
I was just going to gift it points out of the ability to just do 69 million.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's just at a 65 million. It is far from perfect. I mean, but how can I pass up that rating?
Right. I guess if you think of numbers as sequential and never one way but the other, and always then 69 million is incredibly far from 65 million. Right. It's like infinitely far.
Yeah, exactly.
Infinitely minus 4.
Infinitely minus 4. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna give it 69 million.
Well, no. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is me trying to do math. 34.5 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
See, it can only do half of it because it's lonely and by itself because it's so short.
I was going to give it 6,900,000. Right, now that's too low.
Yeah.
I try really hard not to have to put the explicit tag on in this episode.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to give it... There's a lot to it.
Right.
I'm going to give it 35 million.
35 million?
It's notable. Let's give it that.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Obviously, it could be the topic of some fun discussions.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this week. If you want to email us and ask us why, just why.
Yeah, just why. Just be like, guys...
Grow up.
Why? Right? Grow up.
And to which I say, get it up. No, I'm sorry.
Grow a pair.
You can email us at mattd@MatthewDonaldCreator.com. Now they can...
Well, obviously Brachytrachelopan needed some more of that D.
Okay, I'm putting my foot down. No more!
You can edit that one
I'm
out.
not bringing you on for Mamenchisaurus when I do that. Okay. And you can find me on social media at MatthewDonCreator on Facebook and at MatthewDon64 on Twitter and MatthewDon64 on Instagram. You can contact me, you can contact Lawrence, you can contact the doctor, seek immediate medical help. I'm sorry.
You can point the police in my direction that way.
It's like we have a possible bestiality.
Yeah, something.
Per case, here. If you're interested in writing.
What, like writing, a police report?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You should listen to my other podcast, The Right Way. Like the legal right,
Yeah.
Where two twits talk about rating. And if you want to support my work for some reason... I have a book series on Amazon, Megazoic.
That is all clean, by the way. Just throwing that out
And the
there.
Mega isn't compensating for anything.
It is not, no.
Available on Amazon for print and Kindle. We gotta stop while we're ahead.
Yeah.
So long, guys. And as I say at the end of every episode...
Because you needed more testosterone. It's high-pitched.